This is 2K Sports. Broadcasting from the Motor City as the Pistons take it to the hardwood at Little Caesars Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here we go. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Now, here's Cunningham. Lays it up and banks it in. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you've got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys. And Bosh proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
And now Portland on the break. Outside Holiday. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
Yeah, it's no good. It's been a quick start for Portland. 4-point game. From the arc. Bosh can't get it to go. Now, here's Cunningham. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And here's Portland. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. In the corner, Kamara with it. Knocks down the three ball. Kamara's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Duren.
I really like when Duren plays this physically. He knows how to draw contact.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Back to Bosh. The kick out to Holiday. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
LeVert with a wide open look. Detroit, no good that time either. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Jrue Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Kevin?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. T-Wade on the wing. And they get it. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And this is Duren showing you his #1 strength. This is one of the top offensive rebounders in this league.
And Lillard throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Yes, that goes in. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And very determined on that drive. Cunningham would not let them turn him away. Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And the basket is good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Outside Bosch. On the wing, Holiday. Outside, Avdia. Three-pointer, Lillard. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 7 points.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, I just love that response right there by Harris. You can tell this guy wants to compete.
Lillard from outside. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. And here's Cunningham. And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolute.
The Trailblazers, 23.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Wade for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Well, that's the right play by Cunningham. He used the pick to create space instead of forcing something.
Good on the triple.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Some early scuffles for the 3rd pick overall in 2023, but Tim, Scoot Henderson coming on strong.
Well, he is slowly improving his efficiency. He has a long way to go, but with those physical tools and work ethic, I wouldn't bet against him.
Here's Sharp. Somehow misses the one-handed flush.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
No good from Grant. Pistons trailed by 16. Here's Wade. Oh, Dwayne Wade doing damage inside.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Cunningham outside. Here's Thompson. And he slams it down right on top of Robert Williams.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Connects from three-point range. Sharp got 5 points in the quarter. To the paint. Here's Duren.
And if Duren decides to go up and try to dunk that, who in this league is going to get in his way?
Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Duren, no good. Trailblazers leading by 17. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin. Well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard. And while Jeremy Grant has bounced around a bit in his career, teams really do value his combination of length and shooting. Plus, he gives you all-out effort defensively.
You know, Tim, with the length and agility that Jeremy Grant possesses, he can be a tricky matchup.
Yeah, his shooting percentages have tailed off a bit of late, but for a former second-round pick, he's having a tremendous career.
Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Grant. Thompson outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
And Portland making a change here. And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
And with how well Lillard shoots it from deep, that mid-range, Jay, is normally going to be open.
Pass to Wade. Stewart. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard from outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Deni Avdija picks one up.
And that's young man strength right there. Wade muscling it home.
The Pistons shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. There's the pick. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Portland out in front, up by 15. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
For 3, Henderson drills the three-pointer. Henderson's got 10.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Here's Wade. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
But right by Henderson. Bosh, that's good.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Kevin?
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Bosh misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Wade with it. Now Henderson defending.
And how about the leaping ability of Wade? What a finish.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
Both free throws good from Henderson. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Henderson, no good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 19. Three-pointer, LeVert. Avdia with the rebound. And here are the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
That's a two from Cunningham. Misses the wing J.
And he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Wade outside with the floater, and it's Portland with the rebound. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
With the drive, pass to Stewart. Now Williams. Lillard outside. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office. The Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Inside, back to Lillard. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Bosch, the screen. The kick out to Williams. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Avdia. Off target with his three.
And, well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And so it's the
Trailblazers, 71.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Ivy with it. Good, nice job down low. Ivy's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit. Here's Lillard. Duren pulls it in. Pass to Harris. And here's LeVert. They're in high post. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Sharp. Back to Holiday. Here's Lillard. LeVert defending. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Lillard.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And it goes down 2 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Portland.
I
like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Like, you can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
LeVert. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
The Pistons making a change here. Pass to Wade. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Lillard surveying the D. It's stolen by Duren. Here's Wade. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And wouldn't be surprised if we see games like this from Wade for years to come.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
That is a soft touch on the teardrop. And shots like that are what make Cunningham such a tough cover.
Here's Kamara. From outside, off the mark. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cunningham up top. Here's Duren. Out to Harris. Fires the three. Up again. The Pistons keeping it alive. A new 14. Here's Thibault. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Duren gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
The Pistons making a change here. Pass to Bosh. Henderson, no one around him. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
The jump hook. Chris Bosh with the rebound. And Henderson throws it down hard.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned